Yeah, really big, really big. Gets a big monkey off his back for sure. And, not only that, it was an important hit. We need a lot more of them. Out of a lot of guys.
Could you sense in him, I mean, we saw the smile on his face when he motored into second base. Could you sense a change in demeanor after that?
I didn't see it. He's a pretty level-headed guy. Of course, he took a lot of ribbing when he got back in the dugout, but he's a pro. And, when you're in this market, you're going to be reminded every day that you're 0 for whatever with runners in scoring position. So I'm sure he's glad he got the hit.
As much as he downplayed that it was something that he wasn't thinking about, is it something that you think weighed a lot on him?
You can't help but think about it because it's brought to your attention a lot. So.
Terry, Bartolo's done so much for you guys this year, and after losing game one, to not only give you a great pitch game, but get you into 7 innings where the strength of your bullpen really comes to fore. Can you talk about what Bartolo's given this team?
Well, we came out of spring training, we were saying, boy, if this guy can get us through June, when Zach Wheeler's ready, he'll have done a heck of a job. And not only has he gotten us through June, he's pitching as good, if not better than everybody. So he has a blip every now and then, but we all do. Everybody does. So, but he's been the steady guy. I will tell you why we took him out tonight, because we're going to bring him back on short rest to pitch Saturday. So we just thought it was important to, keep him under certainly 95 to 100 pitches, to keep him lower than that if we could. And he did a great job and gave us that opportunity. So, but he's been really good.
Terry, he threw something like 87 pitches in 7 innings. I mean, is he, just the way that he pitches, more uniquely qualified to do things like that when you need it and to have it in his mind to do that? And I guess also just the way that he is to do something like bring him back on short rest Saturday.
Tony, I'm telling you, he is a unique human being. There's no question about it. What you just said is exactly the perfect description. He's unique. He's different. I mean, where would you find maybe a knuckleballer? Maybe a knuckleballer, but I don't think any other place would you find a guy that's 43 years old that throws, even though he threw less than 90 pitches, who would come back in 3 days, especially at this point in his career. And I went to him after the 7th inning and said, look, I know you're doing fine. We need you to come back on Saturday night. And he said, okay, I'll be ready. And that was it. And that's how he is. Just give me the ball, and he's a special guy. And we are very, very lucky to have him in our rotation right now.
Terry, his spot came up with the bases loaded there in a 2-run game. But was that an easy decision for you to let him hit there because he looked so good pitching?
Yeah, Mark, again, we're in the middle of a pretty long span here, and first, certainly with the first game of using some guys in the first game, you're kind of reluctant even after that long rest to bring some of them back in the second game, and so I just said, you know what, he's pitching good enough. We'll let him go and see if he can get us to the 8th inning.
Terry, after Gallardo homered in the first game, when he did it again to start the second game, was there kind of a sense of here we go again?
I don't know. There could have been, not for me. I mean, wish we'd have, kept the ball down a little bit to him. But, at that point in the game, you figure one thing when we know about Bartolo, they're going to swing the bat. They're going to put the ball in play against him. I just, when he hit the ball at the ballpark, my first thought is, well, we got, hey, look, we got to score some runs this game. This is going to still be a close game, and and Bart kept us there. So,
given the fact that you were thinking about bringing him back on short rest, did you consider taking him out an inning earlier at 2 pitches, Bartolo?
That's why I let him hit.
I mean, was there a
No.
thought process at all?
No.
So you don't think 87 will have any impact on him?
Dan, I haven't the faintest idea. You guys ask me questions I have no answers to. I have no answers to it. No, I did not think about taking him out after 6 innings because of what I just said. Those guys, Robles had pitched the first game, didn't feel comfortable bringing him back, and it's the 7th inning in the second game. Thought Bartolo was fine. Wanted to get him through the 7th inning, didn't care, knew if I kept him under 90 pitches or if he kept him really under 95 that he could come back in 3 days. Those were my thought processes. Could I be wrong? Absolutely.
Right.
I
But that
could be the dumbest guy in the room, but right now, that was my thought process at that particular moment.
So that was kind of 90 is kind of the magic
I
number
didn't,
there.
again, stayed under 90. We go with the facts. It stayed under 90. If he got to 100, we might not bring him back. I'm just thought, you know what, this is the perfect time. He's under 90. I think he can come back on 3 days. If he gets his brains beat out in 3 days, obviously it'll be the wrong decision.
Diaza comes up with 2 runs for you in the second game today. When you talked before this game about kind of that offense getting going, did he give you that kind of jump start you wanted?
He's, one thing about Alejandro, he's trying to show that he can contribute. He's had a rough start to the season, and he's doing the best he can. He comes every day and works very, very hard and tries to stay as prepared. We put him in tough situations, pinch hitting wise, but he's a pro. He knows what he's doing.
Terry Bartolo seemed to stay away a lot tonight. Is that a veteran pitcher knowing that that's an aggressive team, good offensive team, and that's where you go?
I mean, he knows what he's doing. There's no question. If that was the game plan going in, he knows how to execute it. Also, I want to tell you that we sent Jose Reyes to the hospital. He has a grade 1 intercostal strain, I guess it'd be. So he was unavailable in the second game.
Terry, that happened in
the last swing in the first game, his last at bat.
and also Wilmer had 3 more hits. What can you say about how he's handled? Not
He's done a great job. I tell you, he is absolutely killing left-handed pitching, and I'll tell you, when you're doing that, you're going to get a lot of playing time, especially against left-handers. And right now, obviously, with Jose out for a couple of days, he's going to have to hold down third base.